Alrighty, what is going on today? We're going to be reviewing my own Valorant game so I can not only teach y'all how to improve, but I can show that not even I am perfect and that even I have room for improvement. So we were playing some Haven, and on Haven we were playing some Omen, right? This is a ranked match. I'm solo queuing, so be mindful of that as well. So let's go. Alrighty, so something really important that I always preach is you got to make a plan, right? You got to have some plan, okay? So right as of right now, our plan is to go A. We should have a little bit more of a specific plan, but as of right now, at least we all know that as a team, we're going to go A. Right here, I could, say, hey, can we have, two push through short while, the rest of us push through main, things like that, just to kind of control as much space as we can. Or we could just, maybe all shove a lane, I don't know, but we shall see. Probably have to do that flash a little bit earlier. Cypher here. Your flank. So I'm lurking here because I am the controller and I'll have my smoke soon, and my smoke can still have effect even though I'm not near my teammates. So since the only lane I'm not able to see is CT, I'm throwing a smoke there for my teammates, get a frag. And now we are moving. Rock, maybe? Here we go. So my timing probably could have been a little bit better, but I think I played that pretty well.
We are the victors. I can't believe myself.
So right here, we're wasting time joking around. It's good for team morale. We got a dub, right? But we also need to make sure that we're talking about that next round, right? So let's make sure that we're doing that.
I'm sorry.
Getting marked there is no bueno. I mean, they probably heard us, but still.
Flashing.
So I know that Cypher likes to play here, so I just teleport into my smoke.
One backside, Roman.
It's another good round. I think, not perfect, but
Darkness.
I like how I played that there, I'm not going to lie. But one thing I can say about that push is, since I know that Cypher played there last time, I assumed he'd play there again. So instead of just trying to run through a smoke, I, put a smoke down, TP'd onto it, right, in a position to where, like, oh, maybe I wouldn't say that I could get a trade, but I have cover if I need to. Let's say I fight somebody, I swing out, and I can still get to cover, right? So, and it kind of gives me multiple options to walk out, if that makes sense as well.
I gotta unjinx myself.
Once again, plan. We need to have an idea of where we're going.
I mean, they should have rifles now, right? So,
So in my opinion, you should really never be pushing B if you have rifles. The range, it's just too close of a range. It's too good for smaller guns. So if you have smaller guns against rifles, I think B is a good push. But other than that, I'm not sure. So the reason I smoke here, which I don't know if it's a good smoke or not, but my mindset was it'll kind of block LOS, and we can like push through one side, flash through another side, whatever, and make a play like that. But maybe I could have threw them a little bit deeper, trying to give us a little bit more space, right?
flashing left. I'm blind.
I'm not in a great spot for being blind. So I went back into my smoke there.
Oh, fuck. Jet's on height. Damn.
So it's unfortunate that the second that teleport, he updrafts as well. Yeah, I didn't really need to go up there. Thought I could make a play, but in all reality, me going up there exposes me to multiple angles. So that's even though I have a smoke there. So that was probably a bad teleport. We're just gonna call it a bad teleport there. I would say that yes, it's good to be proactive, but don't do something if you don't need to do something, right? Don't force a move, and that's what I would say right there about that play. So right here, As you can see, I'm checking how many orbs we
How
need.
about we go A, right? We get that orb for KJ, and then we go C, grab that orb, and then we can just have KJ ult. Sound cool?
So we made a plan about fighting for orb, right? So what does that mean? So we know that orb is, I believe it's about like right here, right? So with that being said, we need to fight for the orb. What does that mean? You don't treat it like a normal push, right? So if I want that orb, maybe I should just smoke right here so that anybody who wants to walk through has to walk through a smoke, right? So I should be using util to achieve that goal, right? Achieve that goal, right? Maybe tell my teammates to flash through here so they can't peek us instantly, right? But we should be using util to achieve this goal. We're not worried about planting the bomb. We want that orb. We want to pull out. We want to get that orb, and then we want to make a play here, right? And we don't need all 5 of us to make this play. We need about 3. Maybe have somebody like lurk, like keeping an eye on mid. Maybe somebody keeping an eye on C long, just so that once we get that orb and we want to back out, right? We're able to do it in a safe manner, right? So right here, the best play would have been, hey, I want to fight for this for A orb so that we can go get C orb and then ult onto C if we need to. Let's have 3 people fight for that orb. Let's have 1 mid. Let's have 1 watching flank or watching C long. Right. So I elect to watch mid. Right. So if anything, I should throw my smoke there, like I said. Right. Allow them to fight for that orb. And then if I'm going to be playing mid, right, I shouldn't be holding an on angle on garage or anything like that. I should just be holding a passive angle so that if I do get swung by garage, they don't see me. Or if I am going to hold an on angle, I need to be jiggling. And the reason for that is if I hold an on angle, because like right here, if I hold this angle, oh no, not yet. I'm pretty sure I hold that angle though. So the issue with how I'm peeking right now is that since my smoke extends outside of the ledge, this person can swing out this way, and which would be smart because he can get to cover. He can come out literally any direction, right? And that's too many options for me to have to watch, right? So like let's say I'm like this is the one that I think is the most realistic, right? But then he swings out here. Look how far my crosshair has to travel to hit that shot, right? Compared to if he's just staring at the middle and I'm already there, right? Like yeah, he has to worry about a lot as well, but this is a 50-50, right? We don't want 50-50s. We want like 70-30s, right? We want to have as much of it as an advantage as we can.
Omen TP'd.
Boom. So right there, I'm so focused on mid, I expose myself to another angle, which is no bueno, and then instead of me shooting and uncommitting, I commit to the fight and I lose. So at this moment here, I'm just kind of just ratting, trying to see if I can catch somebody out to kind of equalize. So right there, I would say my mistake is speed. I took way too long to get into position to help my KJ. And then KJ kind of like went somewhere where the bomb's like not really in her view. If she would have kind of stayed and fought for maybe like short here, we might have been in a better position, but we're focusing on me here. I think that this mid lurk was okay, right? But I just need to be faster, right? And that's I think right now my biggest issue with my gameplay is when I do lurk, it's just working on timing, right? Like I make good lurks, but to make them great lurks, I need to be better. I need to have an understanding of okay, by the time that all of this has transpired, they should be here. I need to be here, right? Like I need to make sure that I'm in the right spot at the right time. All right. So one thing I want to point out right here is what I do when I can't see. So I've smoked out heaven, and I'm walking. I have a smoke blocking me, and I'm walking into a smoke. So obviously I'm smoking now. I can get some vision, right? But as of right now, I can't see anything. It's like, how do I make a play, right? Based off of my team's LOS, I get information, right? As well as I can see my teleport icon through here, so I know that I can make it into my smoke, right? And then obviously I threw my smoke in an angle that's not very common to sit in, so people won't, they'll assume that if they don't hear me teleport, it's a bad smoke. Catch somebody out. And right here, I get one, and I just get into a safe angle, right? I don't need to get more. So right there, I thought about peeking, but I'm like, there's no point. So I know there's one heaven, but he won't be able to drop unless I hear him, so I just wait. And there we go. So right here, the whole idea is to KJ ult so that we can, you know, take sight. Our Jet has other plans, which is very unfortunate. And he gets eliminated. So I know it's going to force him out of sight, so right now I want to put out smokes that, you know, allow us to just kind of take sight control. I could have put, so my issue with this smoke here is this smoke could have gotten placed deeper in the sense of this doorway here. If anything, so they have to swing through that out into the open, compared to like they come out of this smoke right here, and they're still exposed to like multiple angles, right? Which I mean could be better because at the end of the day, like right here, you swing out and you're only exposed to like realistically two, compared to forcing you to swing out farther. You're exposed to more. Not sure though.
I'm watching flank.
But that's Cypher. That's probably a solo flank. So I'm kind of like not giving it too much attention. I wanted to try not to be hit by that, but can't help it. Shoot the dog. And the goal was to teleport heaven, but I think I messed it up. Yeah. Bad at aim, bad at aim.
Booyah!
Bad aim, but at least I was within cover to make him play kind of the way I wanted it.
I was fucking whiffing.
Alright, take a look at the enemy's economy. They definitely have enough money to buy rifles and stuff. One important thing to also keep in mind is their ults. What ults do they have? They don't really have any ults. They probably won't be able to get ults unless they get a lot of frags. The only issue they're going to have is the jet ult, but we still have our fade ult, so our call should be to do a push with our ults, right? Investing 2 ults here to get a push would be huge, and I think that's just the game plan. Wasn't with my Reyna. I could have flashed for her.
They know I'm out mid.
So right here, since I give up garage and I don't communicate it, I get my teammates killed.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was really rough.
I thought he was
I have to communicate to my teammates a little bit better when I'm not holding an angle that they need me to hold. So now we're on defense. So I like playing mid as Omen for the sole fact that it allows me to enable my team pretty evenly because, you know, I'm centralized. So I should probably be buying 2 smokes. Yeah, there we go. So on pistol round, it's highly likely that they'll just shove one of the sites. My Jet. So right here, if I look at the map here, my Jet, even though I'm not a fan of this push, has given me so much information. I see nothing here. I see nothing here. That means they have to be here. Or they've snuck up garage, right? So they're either garage or they're A main, right? So process of elimination.
They have what's your name? Ult, fade ult, so they might just throw it onto a site. Probably A. Just be ready. Don't get hit by it.
So I make the call. I understand that they have fade ult, so I wanted to play in a position to where I won't get hit. I know that my Jet probably got revealed, and they probably might push her here, so I just want to spray through to kind of give her just a better opportunity to survive in that smoke. So we know one's to the right of the choke.
Mm.
They have guns, so me peeking it is like it's giving them a 50, like a 50-50 when I don't want to give them that. So as you see there, I see another person. I don't instantly peek him because I don't necessarily need to win that fight in that moment. So that smoke, in my opinion, is very obvious of what I want to do, right? So I feel like, if anything, I should probably put it a little bit more here, to kind of like give the illusion of like, oh, maybe I'm just smoking off, whatever. And then I could still probably make that TP. And I probably should have jiggled first to kind of see if anything was main, so that when I do make that play, I'm not running into someone. Which I do afterwards, but they could be in my smoke already. So the unfortunate part about what I'm doing right now is that my KJ needs to come out, right? Like in the sense of like I'm waiting for her to. I should be waiting for her to make a play here. So clearing mid, smoke drops, and I wasn't aware of my smoke dropping, and then I lose that fight there. So right here, this is a very interesting play. I wasn't close enough to my Reyna to kind of enable him in any way. Reyna dies, and in this scenario, we're in a 4v5, right? So what does that mean? We need to play ratty. We need to get picks, right? This is a great example of how I realized that right away, and I throw a smoke on myself, and I just sit in the smoke. And the reason for that is because I know that they got a pick. They're gonna want to run up. They're like, oh, you know, it's one guy. You know, we'll be fine. But they're not. They're not expecting someone in this smoke. Catch somebody with util out, right? Get 2 picks, and I'm out of there. So right here, this is a bad play because I didn't expect the guy to walk up short. I could have easily just kept backing up and would have been fine. The most optimal situation is me getting those 2 picks and living, because not only have I equalized our fight, but that would still be in favor of the attackers. I got a second pick, which basically puts it in our advantage, right? But now that I die, now the advantage goes back to the attackers, right? So I need to live there. My fault is being a little overzealous and just kind of walking past this angle without thinking about, somebody could probably be there.
Fuck.
So the purpose for that smoke is to kind of be a mind game in the sense of like, oh, I'm smoking here, right? I'm not gonna, smoke myself off, right? So the mentality here is I'm smoking here, which will give me, and I should have put it a little bit deeper, so that it kind of covers that gap. So I'm able to take fights, like I could swing out of my smoke and take nasty, dirty fights, right? I want fights that are just not, predictable. Boom, boom. Luckily, we get a pick there. Get another pick, right? So now, they know I'm here now at this point, right? I have more util, I have a flash, I have more smokes, right? I should be using that. The bomb is down. If anything, I can maybe just like, so now I have multiple angles that I have to worry about. So what I could do right now is maybe tuck myself behind this cover and just look for a way to smoke so that I can give myself the best fight possible. And whether I can like, smoke here to block this off, that I can isolate this lane, right? Fight that, and then yada yada yada, right? But I don't. Oh my goodness, I see the gun. But here's the thing, right? And here's the funny thing, and we're gonna go back, right? And y'all might think, oh, this guy's stupid, right? But I'm gonna explain to you exactly why I don't see that gun. So, when I'm in smoke, I can't see anything. So my brain is staring at my map, right? So this piece of information that I get right there, right freaking there, needed to be communicated by my team. You saw him. He's outside of your smoke towards the right. That'd be a beautiful combo of my team. So now I'm aware of him. I don't see that gun though, because since I can't see anything, why would I look at a smoke wall? I want to look and see like, okay, this is like I'm kind of like deciding the angles that they could be in. And then I freaking sidestep into him and get eliminated. That fight would have been great, but since I didn't see this guy, he gets that frag, which is crazy. I didn't even notice that when I was playing, obviously. God. So now I haven't done this play all game, so we're looking for a ratty play here. So especially since we're on an eco, my goal is just to get as many picks as I can before I die. C3 A main, Reyna gets a pick and then smoke her out to kind of give her, some cover. I should probably just dump my other smoke, but I don't have it, unfortunately. I'm assuming I didn't buy it. I guess I do need to buy both my smokes. So we get it. We have 2 picks, right? We're in the lead. So now all we have to do is kind of just chill as a team here. We don't need to look for more picks, but right now what we're doing is we're getting map control. And I think it's pretty good here. I see my Jet holding that angle, right? And instead of being a bot and just staring at her, I step in front of her and I crouch. What does that do? That creates a high-low. So basically, Jet's standing here. I crouch. I'm standing here. So if they swing at her at hell level and even eliminate the Jet, you know, I can return fire, right? And yeah, they can spray transfer me, but it's still a good strategy.
Care mid. Somebody might be mid.
A good play there could have been to maybe smoke off my Jet. Give him cover with that smoke.
Oh, I lose that? Fuck.
Right there, that's just poor fight. Whatever the word is. It's a bad fight by me. I assumed that I would have killed him, so I looked away. Right, so I think I need to work on, as a controller, lurk timing. I think too many times in the game, my lurks were good. They were just too slow. I was being too timid. Other than that, I need to plan better and plan with detail pre-round, and then play better with team. I think, and the reason why I put all these 3 is because, like I said, my lurk timings could be better. Playing with detail. There was too many times I was joking around. Yeah, like I haven't played in a while. It's kind of one of my first games back. I was kind of just enjoying the vibes. But in all reality, if I want to be a better player, like I have to do these things, right? I have to plan with detail, right? Okay, let's go A. We have these ults. Let's use these ults. Let's send these people through these points, right? Because if I can lay out a plan for my team, that's one less thing for them to think about, right? Which makes my games that much easier. And then play better with teammates. There's been times where like I should be doubled up and I'm not. Things like that. Pretty obvious, right? But hopefully you're able to see my VOD, see things that I did good, see things that I did bad. I think I pointed out both. And with that, hopefully you learned something. I know I learned some things about myself. I definitely kind of saw these things within the game, especially a little less of these 2. I definitely wasn't noticing it because I was kind of just having fun. But these 2 are still very important, but I definitely did realize that my lurk timing could use some work. So with all that being said, if you're interested in getting coached, just hit me up down below in the comments and we'll get in contact somehow. But without further ado, hopefully you have a great day, night, morning, wherever you may be, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.